Tina, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Sategna. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. You know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Got a man, it's Gibson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Hughes. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Moore will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch, it's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bring it out. It's Sategna. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was... Good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
Nothing complex about that play. They dialed up the old dive play, and it gashes the defense.
Just find a crease there and let this guy do his work, and he did.
I love the job up front, too, by the offensive line. Hat on a hat, you got guys chipping up into the second level, opening up a big hole for the back.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, 1st down. Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Hughes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get a 1st down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Motion from the wideout. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Barnes. There he goes! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught near the sideline, it's Stewart. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. to pass. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense is set up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback. And when he throws it, they'll break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Coastal Carolina. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. It's Bryant. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job by the QB there going through his progression. He was looking somewhere else to go with the football. No one open except the big fella, the tight end. Nobody even near him, wide open. You're not going to see many first downs come easier than that one.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go to the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Moore to the air. Keeps looking downfield. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup. And that has been a rare sight in this one. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Gibson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Fires to the right. It's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's up. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards. And
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Moore will throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously... give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Good route in the comeback, and he makes the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Sategna. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot. The end zone defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back on the move.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooner!
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point. Now to see if they can hang on. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.